Hello everyone, it's Lindsay, and today I'm back with another scrapbooking layout for you guys using my supplies from Felicity Jane. This is mostly the Jamie kit. I have pulled out a few things I think from the Lindsay kit just because the two were kind of similar in some of the colors, so I pulled those out. I have this photo of my boys from Easter time when they were babies. This is in 2008, and they have little bunny ears on their heads. So as we are approaching Easter time now, I thought would be a fun time to document this using some of these kind of spring colored products. So I have all kinds of fun things here. I have some fabric from my stash, so lots of different textures, tissue paper, different paper scraps, but I also have these vellum pockets that came in the Jamie kit. And then there were these tags. They are from Felicity Jane also, and if they're still available, I'll link them down below. But the tags perfectly fit in these vellum pockets. So I'm actually going to use this as my journaling spot on this layout. Now I am changing things up. I know I've been documenting in a 12 by 12 pocket album and then a 6 by 8 layout album, but the 6 by 8 is just not big enough for me. I'm kind of feeling a little bit backed into a corner with such a small piece of paper. So I'm switching up to 8.5 by 11. No worries, my other layouts, I'll probably just attach them to an 8.5 by 11 sheet of either pattern papers or plain papers and then stick them in the album. So I don't need to redo anything. I will just have to adjust. Luckily, it's not like I've been doing it for years and years and have dozens of albums that have to be redone. I'm still just trying to figure things out. So I'm going to be documenting on just a 110-pound piece of white cardstock today. And I pulled out some die cuts, a little bow from one of the past kits. So just some fun things that I wanted to use for this spread. So let me go ahead and put you on fast forward and we will get this layout put together. Okay, so I'm going to start by building up the background of my layout here. So I have this strip of pattern paper. I can't remember which kit this is from, but it's a really pale like blush pink with a micro white polka dot on it, and it's cut down just a strip of it to run on the side of this cardstock here. And this is going to be what kind of anchors my cluster and my title and all of that goodness. So I am going to use my T-ruler just to make sure that it is straight and not crooked, since it's a big focal point of this layout. And then I'm going to save this little piece that I trim off and use it when I start layering up bits behind my photo. So here you can see where that tag and pocket are gonna lay, and then now I'm just gonna figure out what I wanna layer behind my photo. So I've just picked out a variety of papers, like I said, mostly from the Jamie and Lindsay kit. That yellow is from Amber, but I end up not using it. It's just not quite right, not the right shade of yellow. And I love this pop of mint color here. And the photo is in black and white. It was not an excellent photo. Like I said, this is from 2008, so I had a really crummy camera at the time. It was really out of focus. I had two 6-month-olds trying to get them to stay in place. So it was just a fuzzy photo. So I have it in black and white, and so I'm trying to use colors and papers and patterns that help show off the photo without like getting the photo to blend into the background. So I have some tissue paper here. I thought about tearing it and giving it some more texture, but that just did not work out very well. So here you can see I'm trying to layer this up on that yellow, thinking the tissue paper will kind of knock back that yellow, but it's just too much of a deep yellow for what I was going for this layout. So, and really it's just adding different layers and different textures, tearing some things, cutting some things fully back the photo, some things don't, and just trying to get used to this whole layer building thing. It is definitely a struggle for me. As you can see, I rearrange things about 50,000 times trying to figure out what I want and trying to tie in, you know, the right number of colors and all of that. So this ribbon here was actually on a devotional kit that I got recently, and I was gonna make some little clippies from my Bible out of it, but I thought it might be kind of fun to add this black and white textured fabric behind my cluster here, since a lot of Felicity Jane has black and white. You'll see here as I ruffle up this pattern paper, it's exposing the black and white stripe that's on the back. So I really love that I'm just tying in little subtle pops of black throughout this layout so that it's not too dark, not super dominating, but you're kind of getting a little bit of that pattern here and there. So just ruffling up the edge. Again, just trying to add different textures and some life to the layout so it's not just flat and two-dimensional. And wanting to keep in mind that I want that tag to be able to work. I want to be able to pull the tag out of the pocket, so I'm careful not to overlap anything over the top of where the tag is. I want some of that striped vellum to be seen, so you know, just fussing. I have some of this Essentials grid paper. I'm gonna need another pack of this stuff. I have used it like crazy in all kinds of projects. It comes in gray, black, and pink, I believe, and it's a grid line grid on one side and a dot grid on the other, and I have used it to create tip-ins in traveler's notebooks, in my Bible, to create tags out of them, to layer behind things. It's just the perfect pattern paper. So off camera, I went ahead and added some stitching detail to that photo cluster and then to that strip of pattern paper that's on the cardstock now. And I used a little bit of a zigzag stitch and then just a straight stitch. Again, going for that texture. And now I can start adhering things down. I love that those half vellum pockets have adhesive already on the back side, so you can just peel it off and stick it down. And the package of tags comes with a reinforcer, and so it had this yellow, so I could get that pop of yellow. These are still available, so I'll have them linked down below for you guys. So while the glue dries on that bow, I can start working on some of my clusters here. I do want to pull the eye up to that top right hand corner just a little bit, so I've pulled out a variety of labels. I think most of these are from the Jamie collection. Love the like notebook paper detail inside the pink one. It's really cute. And then just added the date to that. And these alpha stickers are also from Felicity Jane. Those will be linked down below for you guys. I had, surprisingly, some of the floral die cuts left. I usually use those like right out the gate, first project that I do with a kit, but I had quite a few still left. And so I'm gonna use those to cluster around my photo here. So again, just trying to keep in mind I want to tie in lots of that Kelly green, yellow, pink, and mint color. So just trying to balance things out. Some are layered in front of the photo, some are layered behind the photo cluster. I kind of go a little bit crazy with embellishments. I end up actually off camera pulling some things off. I didn't leave it in the video, but I got a little crazy. I had a lot of leftover little bits and pieces from my Jamie kit and from my Lindsey kit, so I was trying to just put them all on this layout. It was a little bit excessive. And I don't mind that I have boys and I am using flowers in pink. That doesn't bother me. It's springtime, it's Easter, so you know, it is what it is. I love it. I think they're cute, and so I'm gonna use it, and we're gonna embrace it. So there are some puffy stickers from the Jamie collection. I'm gonna pull out that little heart. Again, just building up layers. I normally wouldn't mix stars in. I don't use a lot of stars. They're not my favorite shape. I don't know why, but I really just wanted to pull more sprinkles of those colors. So I added them, why not? And they're boys, so maybe we'll tie little stars in. Do stars seem a little more masculine? I feel like stars seem a little more masculine. So below my photo is where my title is going to be. So I have these other black type alphas. These I believe are from the Jamie collection. So I spilled out Silly Rabbits. And then now I pulled out the stamp set. This is the Zoe stamp set. This is still available, so that will be linked down below for you guys. It just has some great dainty little sentiments. And so I'm going to ink this up and just add a little bit of stamping detail. It says sometimes something. Oh, something to smile about. Silly Rabbit, something to smile about. And then at the top there it says remember, and then there's another one that says I think cutest. I think it says cutest. And they're just so dainty and small, and it just adds a little bit more of that black in places because I've got that heavy black in the top right hand corner, the heavy black of the title. So I'm just wanting to pull in some more black in other places. I messed up my stamping just a little bit, but that's okay. I went back in a pen and cleaned it up a little bit. So there is a look at the layout, really not complicated. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave those down below. Head on over to the Felicity Jane blog to see more close-up photos. Check out the description box down below for links to everything that I mentioned. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. And until next time, thank you so much. Bye-bye.